Right, that's us. So I'll just go and look at my phone. So we're starting lying down. So lie on your back. Just make sure that your chin is tucked in. So you've got a nice long back of your neck. So just like when you're in Tadasana, nice long neck. So have your arms slightly out to the sides, not touching your body, palms to the ceiling. So have your knees bent actually. So just bend your knees. Knees about hip distance apart, your feet hip distance apart. Feet flat on the floor. So let's just tilt the pelvis and you just do it using the breath. So stay as you are, breathe in. Breathing out, just flatten gently your lower back onto the floor. Pull your tummy button down, perhaps slide your head away so your chin tucks in. Release that hold, soften your tummy. Breathe in. Breathe out, flatten your lower back. Pull your tummy button down. Release that hold, soften your tummy. Breathe in. Breathe out, flatten your lower back. Feel your tummy button pulling down towards your spine. Release that hold, soften your tummy. Breathe in. Breathe out, flatten your lower back. Pull your tummy button down. Release that hold, soften your tummy. So bend your right knee over your tummy and then choose whether you want to interlock your hands on top of your shin or between your knee and your thigh, whichever you find that is more comfortable. I'm going to have it between knee and thigh. Slide your other leg straight. Try and have it flat on the floor. And what you're going to do is just lift your forehead towards your knee. We'll do it on an out breath. But first of all, before we start, pull hard down onto your right side. So you really press into your liver on that side. So really give it a good squeeze. So press down, and then release that hold. So we're going to start forehead to knee. So stay as you are, breathe in, breathing out, lift your forehead towards your knee. Make sure your tummy muscles do the work so your head is not heavy. Breathe in and down. Breathe out, come up, 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 breathe in and down. Two more, everyone. Breathe out, come up, breathe in and down. Last one. Breathe out, come up, breathe in and down. Just tuck your chin in, relax your shoulders, keep hold of your, have your hands still on your leg, either on your shin or between your knee and thigh. And then now you're going to straighten the leg up. So slide your hands, if they're not already, behind your leg, somewhere about your knee perhaps, your chin tucked in, your shoulders relaxed. Just push your heel up towards the ceiling. So all you're going to do is lift your face this time towards your leg. and come back down. So again, on an out breath. So stay as you are, breathe in, breathe out, lift, face towards leg, breathe in and down, breathe out and lift, 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 breathe in and down. Two more, breathe out and lift, breathe in and down. Last one, everyone, breathe out and lift, breathe in and down. Just keep hold of your leg, tuck your chin in, relax your shoulders, leave that leg up in the air, bring your arms down by your sides, palm down, push your heel up of the leg up in the air, tighten your kneecap, your thighs. On an out breath, lower it very gently, keep some pressure on your lower back. When you're 4 or 5 inches off the floor, just stop. So this is where you need a bit of room. So swing your leg round, draw the biggest circle you can with your foot, and you bring it down close to the floor as you bring it round at the bottom of your circle. So we're going to do 3 circles and then go the opposite way around. Swing your leg, that nice free movement. Nice swinging movement of the thigh, hip socket. Then just rest your leg on the floor, tuck your chin in, turn your hands to face the ceiling, and just do the quick relaxation. Notice the difference between the right side of your body and the left. And then nice and gently bend your left knee over your tummy. Wiggle slightly side to side just to flatten your lower back. And then position your hands as you did for the other side. So mine between my knee and thigh. Chin tucked in, shoulders relaxed. So let's do the nice squeeze of the spleen, the stomach on the left. Just pull quite hard down. Give them a nice squeeze. Relax your face, neck, just the pressure on your thigh, on your spleen, pulling down. And then relax the whole. So forehead to knee, everyone, on an out breath. So stay as you are, breathe in, breathe out, lift your forehead towards your knee. Breathe in and down. Breathe out and lift. 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 Breathe in and down. 2 more, everyone. Breathe out and lift. Breathe in and down. Last one. Breathe out and lift. Breathe in and down. Keep hold of your leg, tuck your chin in, relax your shoulders, and then straighten that leg and clasp your hands behind. So have them clasped behind. Push your heel up slightly towards the ceiling and it's face to leg on the out breath. Try and keep the other leg flat on the floor. So stay as you are, breathe in, breathe out, lift your face towards your leg. Breathe in and down. Breathe out and lift. 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 Breathe in and down. Two more. Breathe out and lift. Breathe in and down. Last one. Breathe out and lift. Breathe in and down. Keep hold of your leg, tuck your chin in, relax your shoulders. So leave your arms by your side, bring your arms down, leg stays in the air. Push your heel up to the ceiling, tighten your kneecap. Stay as you are, breathe in. As you breathe out, remember, keep the pressure a bit on your lower back. Lower your leg as slowly as you can. A few inches off the floor, just stop, and then the big circle. Swing your leg 3 times round in one direction, and then 3 times the opposite way, big circle. So just make sure you've got room. When you finish the last one, rest your leg on the mat. Tuck your chin in, turn your hands to face the ceiling, and do the quick relaxation. Your head, shoulders, arms, hands, back of your chest, waist, hips, legs, feet. And then nice and gently bend both knees over your tummy. Grab hold of your knees, rock gently side to side. And then start to draw your figure of 8 beneath your lower back on its side. Remember that figure of 8, that you feel your lower back just get a nice massage against the floor. And then nice and gently tuck your chin in. Arms down by your side, stretch your legs up to the ceiling. Try and have your feet flat, as though you've got them flat against the ceiling. And let's just do the moonwalk. So you just slide your leg back. So you're walking on the ceiling. Nice. Time for your legs just to get a workout. Just let the blood flow back from your feet, your legs, to get cleaned up. And then when you've done your last one, just bring your legs straight up again. Point your toes towards the ceiling, then point your heels towards the ceiling. Point your toes, your heels, your toes, your heels, your toes, your heels, your toes, your heels. Then just separate your toes. Look up to your feet. Try and see space between your toes. Scrunch them up as tightly as you can. Spread your toes apart. Scrunch them up. Spread your toes apart. Scrunch them up. Last time, spread them apart, scrunch them up. Now flap your feet up one at a time. So you're pointing your toes of one foot, then the other. So just flap your feet up one at a time. And then keeping your feet quite close together, keeping your legs still, circle your ankles. So your feet both go the same way. If you can, keep your legs just like posts stuck in the ground. And then change direction, make your feet go the other way. So all the movement in the ankles, the feet. And then just pause, tuck your chin in, stay as you are, breathe in. This is where you need to be able to separate your legs. Breathe out, take your legs out to the sides. Probably not advisable if you've got what you call hips, new hips. Breathe in, back together. Breathe out, separate your legs. Breathe in, back together. Breathe out, separate your legs. Breathe in. Last one. Legs out to the side. Breathe in, back to the center. Just point your toes up towards the ceiling. Well, let's do a balance. Sorry, bend your knees. Reach up. See if you can grab hold the soles of your feet or your ankles or anything. And then try and straighten your legs. Let your head come back onto the floor and rock gently side to side. And be careful, so if I hear a big crash, you've lost your balance. So it's a little bird supporting the sky. This one, just imagine you're a little bird, you've got the sky on your feet. Just rock gently side to side. Just think what a nice massage your kidneys get as you just rock gently side to side. And then release your feet. Just bend your knees, bring your feet onto the floor, and then just straighten your, no, sorry, don't straighten your legs. Have your knees together, feet together. So knees are bent, and then we're going into the, we'll call it the smear pose, because that's everyone will understand that. Shuffle your bottom towards your feet, or shuffle your feet towards your bottom, whichever gets you closer, your feet closer to your bottom. So just relax your thighs, relax your hips. Just try and let the weight of your hips, your thighs, your knees open up the pelvic area. So it's a very good pose for your organs, the reproductive organs, everything in the pelvis. For men, very good for the prostate. So interlock your hands behind the back of your head, elbows out to the sides, and imagine you are on a beach. Relax, relax your thighs, hips. So the pose allows the blood to come into the pelvis, just refresh the pelvic area. So just relax, just feel your hips relaxing. Any tightness, just let it melt into the ground. That's why yogis make the best people for smear tests. I think they're very relaxed in that position. So just lift your head, just bring your hands, so still interlocked, over the top of your body. Place your hands in the greeting pose, rest it on your tummy, and then lay your head back on the mat. So all you're going to do in the next sequence is lift your head, look towards the space in front of you, and then come down. But we'll do it on an out breath. So stay as you are, breathe in, breathe out, lift head, shoulders, look to the space in front of you. So you're making the shape of the lotus on a pond. So breathe in, come back down. Breathe out, come up. Breathe in and down. Breathe out, come up. Breathe in and down. One more. Breathe out, come up. Breathe in and down. Now place your elbows by your side. So your hands sticking up in the air, elbows pressing into the floor. Press into your elbows, bring your knees gently back together. And then bend your knees over your tummy, grab hold of your knees, rock gently side to side. Start drawing the figure of 8 sideways on beneath your lower back. And then just place your feet back on the floor so your knees still bent, feet still a hip distance apart, arms just by your side. Lift your toes off the floor so just the points of your heels rest on the ground. So your feet almost are vertical, if so feet sticking up in the air. So chin tucked in. All you're going to do is press down on your lower back and come up with your head, your shoulders, and imagine that you're pressing against an imaginary wall. So both your hands, your feet are practically vertical. And then you'll come back down, lower your toes, soften your tummy. So let's start all together. So we'll do 3 of this sequence. Lift your heels, toes up in the air. Breathe in. Breathe out, flatten your lower back. Start bringing your head, your shoulders up. Push into your imaginary wall. Flat hands, flat feet. Release. Come back down. Soften your tummy. Soften your toes. That was the first. We'll go for the second. Lift your toes, heels are down. Breathe in. Breathe out, flatten your lower back. Start lifting, head, shoulders. Push into that imaginary wall. Release. Come back down. Soften your tummy, soften your toes. One more. Remember, if you've had enough, just lie it out. So breathe in. Breathe out, press your lower back on the floor. Come up, head, shoulders. So toes are up, heels are down. Push into that imaginary wall. Release, soften your tummy, lower your toes. Just bring your knees over your tummy. And this time, point your toes towards the floor. Really point them down. Rock gently side to side. Just point your toes down and rock side to side. And then just relax your feet onto the floor. So let's have knees and feet stuck together. So stick them together. Sides of your feet, the sides of your legs. Interlock your hands. Place them behind the back of your neck. Elbows sticking out to the side. So we're going to do the lying twist. Don't let your knees, your feet come apart if you can. So let's start all together. We're going to start dropping knees to the left. So stay as you are. Breathe in. Breathe out. Drop your knees to the left. Remember, keep the sides of your feet stuck together. Your knees stuck together. Press down with your knees, your hips, shoulders, especially the right shoulder, and then roll your head gently to the right. Suck in your tummy. Very nice twist of the digestive system. Breathe in. Bring your head, your knees back to the center. Breathe out. Drop your knees to the right. Keep the feet one on top of each other. Press the knees down, the hips, the shoulders. Roll your head gently to the left. Suck in your tummy. Breathe in. Come back to the center. Breathe out. Drop your knees to the left. Press them down. Press your hips, your shoulders. Roll your head to the right. Suck in your tummy. Breathe in. Come back to the center. Breathe out. Drop your knees to the right. Press them down. Press your hips, your shoulders. Roll your head to the left. Suck in your tummy. Breathe in. Come back to the center. We're going to take the twist a bit higher. So bend your knees over your tummy. Just rock side to side. Flatten your lower back. Try and keep your knees stuck together, your feet stuck together, and tuck your knees as close into your tummy as you can. So stay as you are. Breathe in, breathe out. Now try moving your knees towards your left armpit. And then try and get your little toe onto the floor. And then roll your head gently the opposite way. So you're just taking the twist a bit higher. Everybody ready? Breathe in, press into your left shoulder. Come up with your knees tucked into your tummy still. Breathe out. See if you can move your knees towards your right armpit. Try and get a little toe onto the floor. Turn your head gently to the left. Try and keep both shoulders flat on the floor. Breathe in. So press into your right shoulder, right elbow to come back to the center. Keep your knees, feet tucked in. Breathe out. Move those knees towards your left armpit. Try and get the little toe onto the floor. Try rolling your head to the right. Ready? Breathe in. Press into your left elbow, left shoulder. Come back to the center. Last time, everybody. Breathe out. Drop your knees towards your right armpit. Try and touch the floor with your little toe. Roll your head away the opposite way. Everybody ready? Press into your right shoulder, right elbow. Come back to the center. Slip your hands from behind your head, round your knees again. Rock gently side to side, or do the figure of 8, whatever you think feels quite comfortable. And then just arms down by your side, just lower your feet again onto the floor. You're still knees, feet, hip distance apart. Let me shuffle back up this mat. Place your hands just on your thigh, just on your hips, just not hips, just at your thighs. So your fingers point up towards your knees. So all you're going to do in the next one is slide out, head, shoulders, fingers towards knees. So just make sure you've got yourself in the right position, chin tucked in. So stay as you are. Breathe in. Breathe out, slide up with your fingers towards your knees. Keep your lower back flat on the floor. Breathe in, slide back onto the mat. Breathe out, come up. Remember the contact, lower back to floor. Breathe in and back. We'll do 2 more. Breathe out. Slide up, breathe in and down. Last one, breathe out, slide up, breathe in and down. And then again, interlock your hands behind the back of your head, elbows out to the side. So walk your feet a bit closer to your bottom. We'll do the lift where you lift the pelvis higher than your tummy button. So I'll talk you through it. Breathe in, lift your hips off the floor, and then lift them higher so your pelvis is higher than your tummy button. Tighten your thighs, your buttocks, squeeze the sides of your waist in so you're rigid from your knees to your chest. Release. As you breathe out, lower each vertebra, one at a time. Tailbone last to touch the mat. So that was the first. We'll go for the second. Breathe in, press into your feet. Feel the contact feet to mat. Push the pelvis a bit higher. Tighten thighs, buttocks. Squeeze in the sides of your waist. So from your knees to your chest, rigid. Release. Breathe out, lower, vertebra by vertebra. Tailbone last to touch the mat. So let's go for the third lift, everybody. Breathe in, press into your feet. Lift the pelvis higher. Tighten your thighs, buttocks. Squeeze in the sides of your waist. Release. Breathing out, lower, vertebra by vertebra. Tailbone last to touch the mat. And then just release your hands from behind your head. Have your arms by your side and just straighten your right leg up. Out. So you've got one leg straight, one leg bent. So what you're going to do next is just come up. The straight leg, head, shoulders, arms. So both arms, you come up as high as your knee is, no higher. Breathe out. You'll come back down. So we're going to start together. So we'll be doing 10 on each side. So breathe in, come up, just float up. Breathe out and down. Breathe in, come up, 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 breathe out and down. 2 more, everyone. Breathe in, come up, breathe out and down. Last one. Breathe in, come up, breathe out and down. Just tuck your chin in, relax your shoulders and swap legs around. So straighten your left leg, right knee bent. Arms back by your side, chin tucked in. So let's start together. Breathe in, come up, breathe out and down. 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 2 more. Breathe in, come up, breathe out and down. Last one, everyone. Breathe in, come up, breathe out and down. Just straighten your bent leg. Turn your hands to face the ceiling. Tuck your chin in. Just take a couple of breaths. Do the quick relaxation. Your head, shoulders, arms, hands, waist, hips, legs, feet. And then bend your knees, feet flat on the floor, still that hip distance apart. So shuffle your bottom towards your feet or shuffle your feet towards your bottom. We're going to do the bridge. So arms down by your side. So I'll talk you through it. This is the one you lift everything off, your hips up off the floor. So breathe in, lift your hips, so press into your feet, tuck your chin in. So you're peeling your back off the floor. So if your chin or your chest is really close to your chin, just rock gently side to side. Try and tuck your shoulders underneath you. So you've hardly got any of your spine on the floor. You haven't really. So if you're comfortable and you can, clasp your hands together. If you can't, just have them side by side. You can rock again. Press down with your elbows on the sides of your hands. We're going to stay up for 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Keep that lift. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Then unclasp your hands if they're clasped from the top of your spine. Lower vertebra by vertebra. That you give each vertebra an individual massage if you can. Just feel your spine coming back onto the mat. Once you're down, bend your knees over your tummy, grab hold of your knees, rock gently side by side. And then just bring your knees a bit closer towards you, flat. What you're going to do is just lift your head, curl up into a nice little ball. So we'll do it on the out breath. So stay as you are. Breathe in, breathe out, curl into a ball. Breathe in and down. Breathe out, curl into a ball. Breathe in and down. One more, everyone. Breathe out, curl into a ball. Breathe in and down. Just lower your feet back onto the mat. Straighten your legs one at a time. Just hands out to the side, slightly chin tucked in. Do the quick relaxation. So head, shoulders, arms, waist, hips, legs, feet. Just feel the floor support the weight of your body. Just let it relax into the mat. And then nice and gently bend your feet. You're just going to roll onto one side and come up sitting. So if you come up sitting, so cross-legged position. So see if you can pull perhaps your right heel in towards your groin. So the flat of your foot, the sole of your foot is pressed against the inside of your thigh. You're practically sitting on your heel, so that's pressed in quite hard. Then slide your other leg. Just see whether it suits you. If not, sit however comfortably you are in cross-legged or legs straight. So whatever feels comfortable. Nice tall spine. Hands just resting on your knees. Just drop your chin gently. Push the back of your neck up towards the ceiling and do that pendulum, but we're sitting this time. Just very gently, because you had your a backwards bend of your neck just in that last bridge pose. And then just come back, just blink your eyes a few times, interlock your fingers, turn your hands to face the front. So we're going to do the horizontal stretch in this position. So breathe in, stretch your arms out. Breathe out, hands to chest. Breathe in, pulling your tummy as you stretch out. Breathe out. Breathe in, stretch. Breathe out. One more, everyone. Breathe in and stretch. Breathe out. Just bring your hands on top of your head. So turn your hands. Let's try the vertical in this position. So breathe in, stretch your arms. Look up towards the backs of your hands. Breathe out, hands on head. Breathe in, the stretch, elbows straight if you can. Breathe out, breathe in. The stretch, look up to your hands. Breathe out. One more, everyone. Breathe in, the stretch. Breathe out. Just turn your hands, just place your hands on your knee. So what you're going to do is pull your tummy button towards your spine and then let it sag. Pull your tummy button forward, let it sag. So lower lumbar, up, out. So in, out, pull, down. Pull your tummy forward, sag. So really focus on your lower back. That's the bit you're loosening up. So you pull your tummy button forward. And we're going to move up the spine. So try and go for the thoracic, that bit around your, so sag that, pull your chest forward, sag. So breastbone lifts, caves in, lift, cave 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 in, lift. Last one, cave in, lift. So we're up to the shoulders. So you're just going to look up and then, so just back and forth with your shoulders. So just the top of your spine, that nice back and forward movement. So just the top of your spine. Just loosen up the whole of your spine doing that. And let's do a couple more. And then just come back. So just make sure you're comfortable. We're going to do the lumbar, where you push your hip to one side, you drop your head the other. So my hip goes that way, my head's trying to go the other. Then you straighten up, go the other way. So nice tall spine. Breathe in. Push your hip to the left or whichever way you're going, drop your head the opposite way. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, push your hip, drop your head. Enjoy that movement. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out. 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 One more, breathe in, lift. No, better do another one because I think I started that side. Breathe in, lift, breathe out, and come back. And then just walk your hands forward, just see how you get on, where it feels comfortable. Just walk your hands forward so it's a stretch of your lumbar spine. See if you can lower, keeping your bottom on the floor, lower your elbows slightly towards the floor. Just see what's comfortable. Just take a couple of breaths, breathe in. As you breathe out, just relax your lower back. It might let you fold a bit further forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Just walk your hands back so you come back up. Nice tall spine. So let's do a sitting twist. So we'll do it in that position. So just bring your hand to the, your opposite hand to knee. Bring your other arm and just let it be rest on the floor. So breathe in, sit as tall as you can. Breathe out, pull against your thigh, twist your belly button, your rib cage, your shoulders, look behind you. And keep the height in your spine. Just take a couple of breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just bring your head back to the front. Bring your arms back to the center. Just do a stretch before we go the other way. So just take your hand to the outside of your thigh. Place the other one, your hands on the floor somewhere. Nice tall spine. Don't lose the height in your spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. So pull against your thigh. Tummy button turns. Rib cage turns. Shoulders. Look behind you. Just 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just bring your head, shoulders back to the front. Just do the big stretch and then just come forward. Just place your hands on the floor, wherever's comfortable. Walk your hands gently. Keep your eyes shut just so you've got the feeling in your lower back, just stretching. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Just walk your hands back, just come back up, and just perhaps bring your legs out in front of you in Dandasana. So straight legs, just circle your knees in a clockwise direction, just nice and gently. So just circle your knees. Just bring the energy back to your knees. So, and then just spread your bottom, make sure you're on your sitting bones, nice, tall spine. So let's make fists, thumb on the inside, let's do the bell ringing pose. So breathe in, watch your hands go up towards the sky, the ceiling. Breathe out, pull your hand down to your leg. Other hand, breathe in, watch it go up. Breathe out, pull it back down. Breathe in, watch your other arm go up. Breathe out, pull it down. Breathe in, watch your hand go up. Breathe out, pull it down. Breathe in, watch your hand go up. Breathe out, pull it down. Last one. Breathe in, watch your hand go up. Breathe out. And then just have your legs close together, interlock your hands. We'll do the grinding one, but very narrow circles. So pull right back and then make circles. Keep your elbows straight. Keep your arms at shoulder height. So you're keeping them quite high. You're keeping them quite straight. So you can feel the pull back. So not big wide circles, sort of narrow circles. So let's change the direction. Go the opposite way around. Keep those elbows straight. Keep your arms at shoulder height. So just enjoy that feeling of your pelvis just being ground against the floor. So, and then just come back to the center. Just rest your arms on your legs and just take your legs wide. So I don't think we've done hardly any sideways stretches. So if you can, push your heels away from you, flatten your knees on the floor. Just see how you get on. So just wiggle side to side. So just place your elbow on your thigh, slide a bit, make sure that hip doesn't come off the floor. Lower your legs. So perhaps you could slide and get hold of your big toe between your index finger and the next finger, but not if it's pulling that hip off the floor. So I'm going to rest mine just below my ankle. So pull your shoulder back, breathe in, bring your hand over the top. See how low you can get your hand without your hip coming off the floor. So turn your head, look up, and stretch a bit further. Think about the stretching of your side, but keep that hip planted on the floor. 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep your chest front facing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then breathe in. Come back up. And just slide your hand to wherever is going to work for you. Bring the other arm up over the top. Turn your head, look up. Remember, don't let the hip come off the floor. You need to slide back if it is. Breathe in. Breathe out. Use the out breath to stretch your side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just slide back up. Just slide your hands down your legs and bounce wherever feels comfortable for you. So just see what works for you. And then just come back up. Just bring the soles of your feet together. And your feet close in towards your groin. Scoop your hands up. Scoop your feet up under your hands, and again try and pull your tummy button, your spine towards your tummy button, and then start bouncing your knees like a butterfly, up and down. Just loosen up those hips, just nice and gently. And then just pause, press your thighs down, your inner thighs, bounce a bit further so that you're getting a bit closer perhaps towards the floor. And then just release your feet, just stretch one leg out, cradle your foot in the crook of your elbow if you can. Just try and bring that leg as close in towards you as you can. So just rock. So my foot's not going, oh, I think I've got cramp, into my cradling in my elbow. I've got mine. And then release. Just stretch that leg out. Just take hold of your other foot. So see where it works. But do try and pull it in towards your thigh. So really close in. Rock gently side to side. So just rock nice and gently. And then just bring that leg onto the mat. So just stretch your feet, just rub your feet a couple of times. Time to relax. So if you're going to lie on your mat, just get ready to lie on your mat. Chin tucked in. If you're sitting, just make sure your spine is nice and tall. So whatever you find works for you. So if you're lying on your back, make sure your chin is tucked in. Arms by your side, not touching your body. Palms of your hands facing the ceiling. So if you're sitting, nice tall spine, chin just drawn in. So the crown of your head being pulled up towards the ceiling. So hands resting somewhere comfortable. So just take your awareness perhaps back to your breathing. Just notice the in-breath, slightly cool, being drawn in through the nostrils to the bridge of the nose, down through the back of the mouth, down through the windpipe, into the lungs. Try and get that breath touching the whole of your lungs, all those little alveoli, I think they're called, just like leaves of a tree. If you can visualize one of these trees that have got all their leaves, as though your breath touches every leaf of a tree. And when you're ready to breathe out, just follow the breath from the lungs, through the windpipe to the back of the mouth, bridge of the nose, out through the nostrils. So the in-breath bringing in energy, oxygen, the out-breath carrying away CO2, any waste in the breath, anything leaving the body. So, and then take your awareness to your face, your forehead. Feel your forehead smooth, soft, relaxed. No tension in your forehead, in your scalp, in your brain. No tension around your eyes, ears, nostrils. No tension around your mouth, inside your mouth, your tongue soft, relaxed. Then take your awareness to your feet, to the skin on the soles of your feet, your toes, your heels, your ankles, calf muscles, knees, thighs. Feel your hips wide, open, relaxed. The pelvis open, relaxed. Feel the small of your back, the back of your rib cage, the back of your shoulders, resting on the mat. Feel the front of your body, your chest, wide, open, relaxed. Feel your shoulders open, the tops of your arms, your elbows, lower arms, wrists. Feel the skin on the palms of your hands, your fingers,
the skin on the insides of your wrists, lower arms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders. No tension in your face, no tension in your body, no tension in your mind. As you lie there, just visualize that circle of energy, the silver gold light resting at the soles of your feet. Every time you breathe in, you draw that light through the soles of your feet, through the bones in your legs, through the knees, through the thigh bones, to your hips. And as it touches the base of your spine, it lights up the vertebra. As it lights up the vertebra and moves through the energy center, it re-energizes the energy centers. That red circle of light at the base of the spine, connected to earth, to feeling grounded and secure. Connected to the sense of smell. Feel it spin, turn, move the energy up to the level of the genitals, the circle of orange light connected to water, creativity, the sense of taste. Feel it spin, turn, move the energy up to your belly button, to the fiery circle of yellow light, your furnace, connected to sight, to digestion. Feel it spin, turn, move the energy up to the level of your heart, the circle of green light connected to space, or to air, to the feeling of touch, emotions. Feel it spin, turn, move the energy up to the hollow of your throat, that circle of bright blue light connected to space, communication, to hearing, speaking. Feel it spin, turn, move the energy up between the eyes, the sphere of indigo blue, connected to intuition, your third eye. Feel it strong, bright, spin, turn, and the energy moves up to the crown of your head, that circle of white violet light, connected to bliss, understanding. You feel it spin, turn, and as the energy is drawn up through the crown of your head, it transforms into a fountain of glittering light, shimmering, sparkling, cascading over your head, shoulders, arms, legs, feet. It cleans the space around you, your 10 inches of personal space, washing away tiredness, negativity, dullness. It restores the energy, brightness, sharpness. Do you feel relaxed? Do you feel that space around you crystal clear? You begin to notice that no longer the energy centers are bright, they're getting smaller and smaller till they're pinpricks of intense color that disappear. That sun moon beneath your feet is just a pinprick of light. You find yourself once more lying or sitting in your room. Become aware of the floor beneath you, walls around you, ceiling above you, and slowly begin to move your fingers, your toes. Take your arms, just stretch your arms behind you, stretch your legs, yawn a couple of times. So just stretch and yawn. And then bend your knees over your tummy, arms around your knees, rock gently side to side. So that as you rock, knees go one way, head the other. Just a gentle twist of the spine. And then just place your feet back on the floor, roll to one side, just come up into a nice, easy sitting position. So, nice tall spine, your chin tucked in gently. So, hands wherever feels comfortable. We'll just take 3 breaths, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just rub your hands together. Feel the warmth, the energy. Place them at your eyes. Fingertips crisscross. 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your hands into Namaste. The greeting pose we just finished with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, the universal sound, Shanti, meaning peace. Thank you. I'll just turn the recording off.